I'm gonna say it right now. Fuck you, Konami, if you ban Dragoon. Hey guys, guess what? The ban list dropped. The ban list dropped, guys. Oh my goodness. I am absolutely losing my mind in anticipation right now because the ban list dropped. I am absolutely terrified about what they are doing to this game. Everyone that knows me and, you know, the channel knows that I am a longtime lover of the Dark Magician deck, and I do not want to see my boss monster banned. Oh my god, I am absolutely on the edge of my seat right now. Like, I'm terrified to what they're going to do to the Dragoon package, guys. Like, if they're just going to outright ban it, if they're just going to go ahead and ban Verte, or maybe they ban the Red Eyes Fusion, which I'm kind of hoping that they ban the Red Eyes Fusion, because let's be real here, it is the oldest card out of the package. It's the only one that doesn't, or sorry, it is the only one that has a reprint, so why not, you know, ban that one, and then just, it still allows you to, like, sell your product for, you know, Burst of Destiny with the Phoenix Destroyer, or sorry, Phoenix Enforcer coming out. So yeah, that probably would be the one that would make the most sense, and at least that still solves the Dragoon problem just being splashed into every deck. So I'm really hoping that that's the case, guys, but I have the page here. I can see right now that it is going to be effective from the 1st of October. So this is the list, guys. So on the 1st of October, this will go into effect. So let's get right off into the reaction. You guys are getting my raw reaction to this list. I literally just woke up about 20 minutes ago. You know, my buddy texted me. He's like, hey man, the ban list dropped. And I'm just like, what? I gotta make a reaction video right now. So let's do this right now, guys. I'm absolutely just, like, my heart rate is, it's a little high right now. So let's do a little slow scroll. And it does say here that the next update will be no earlier than the, it looks like the 17th of January. So yeah, this is definitely the list. So let's start scrolling here. All right. So far, I see nothing. Still nothing. Oh, unfortunate. Maxie's still here. So Maxie's not coming back, guys, even with Crosso. So I don't honestly think this card should ever come back, to be quite honest with you. It would shake up the format. It would be like a lot of fun / chaos if it ever did come back, but not surprised. Okay, still nothing. Oh, going off into the fusions. There's no Dragoon, guys. There's no Dragoon. This is a win for Titan and the Game Knights. Oh my goodness. I am super happy that they decided not to ban the Dragoon. Oh my goodness. I would have been so sad. You literally, guys, you would have literally saw me cry tears if that Dragoon was banned. I'm not joking. So, okay. And now going off into the links. Oh my goodness, they didn't hit Verte either. What? That's crazy. They didn't hit Verte either. So, I guess for whatever reason, they're just like, nope, Dragoon is fine again, this format, in every single deck. But, crazy. And another thing is, I didn't see Ava. I did not see Ava here, guys. So that also doesn't look very promising for this list. Okay. Well, let's see what they're doing. I still see nothing here, guys. Still scrolling, still nothing. Going off into spells now. Still nothing. Okay. Okay. Wow. Whoa! Zodiac Barrage? What? Zodiac Barrage. We really thought that this was the card that needed to be banned. Really? Like, don't get me wrong, this card is good, but what? Zodiac Barrage? Oh my gosh, RIP frickin' Zodiac players. Oh, man. That's crazy. What in the world? I was not expecting them to do that. Barrage? Oh my god, Konami. You're doing some wild things, man. This totally came out of left field. I definitely think that this was not the correct hit at all. But, wow, that's crazy. To be honest with you, like, even if Tanky was the one that, like, ended up taking the hit, then that one would have made more sense because that was on everybody's radar. But Konami tends to just do whatever the heck they want anyways, so, yeah, like, crazy. Okay, so yeah, that's it for the bans, guys. It looks like Barrage was the only banned card. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm slightly surprised. I really was expecting Ava to be one of the bans here, and to be honest, I kind of half expected Imperial Order too, but you know, I think it was actually Simo that pointed out the fact that even if we go ahead and ban Imperial Order, people are just going to play Anti-Spell, which it kind of does the same thing. I know that Imperial Order you can use a little bit more reactively, but, you know, it's still a very similar effect. So you're just trading out, you know, one evil for another. So it didn't really matter. So I guess that's probably why they decided not to bother touching it. But yeah, so Barrage is the only ban, guys. Let's go off in the limits. I'm really hoping that they do some stuff with the limits. They have to, like, they definitely have to. If they didn't do a whole lot on the bans, I'm sure they did something on the limits. So scrolling down here. Whoa! There it is, guys. The Ava's on the limited section. Okay. So they decided to give Ava the limit. Okay. So this doesn't kill the deck, but this, you know, this hurts it a bit for sure. It basically effectively means that you now no longer can, you know, abuse Ava on your opponent's turn just to be able to keep fueling the ultimateness on the opponent's turn. So I guess that's okay. To be honest with you, I still think this card is better just outright banned. Just because, like, just the fact that they can fuel ultimateness in general is just really, really strong. But it does kind of make that whole Herald thing kind of not nearly as playable if they just outright ban Ava. So I guess this kind of makes sense right now. I don't know. We might see this card banned in the future, to be honest, because I still think it's super abusable and very, very similar to Block Dragon. And we all know what happened to Blocky Dragon. So yeah, watch out for this card possibly getting banned in the future, guys. We might see this go from 1 to none. So, but yeah, let's just keep scrolling here. Let's see what else is here. Whoa, okay. Bam, there's another one. They decided to go ahead and hit Prank Kids after all. So they hit the Prank Kids Meow Meow Mew. They put that card to 1. Okay, so that's all right. That's all right. Prank Kids players, don't worry too much. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys only played maybe, you know, 2. Some maybe played 3, but I'm pretty sure most Prank Kids decks were only playing 2 of this card. So yeah, putting it down to 1 definitely hurts a little bit, but it doesn't make the deck unplayable. This was the card that basically allowed Prank Kids to really just like rise to prominence, you know, through the format. So this card definitely made a huge difference for that deck, and it was nice to see that they did a little bit to hurt the like just to scale it back just a little bit. They didn't have to do a lot because like Prank Kids in general isn't like a super like degenerate like powerful deck. It just what it does is just, you know, it's a crazy little deck. But yeah, this was kind of nice. This was nice to see. I kind of expected Meow Meow Mew. They could have also, you know, put Doodle Doo to 1 as well. It would be another like decent hit. But this is totally fine. We'll take this. Prank Kids players can still play their Doodle Doos, so you know that's a win for them. All right. Oh my goodness, what? Whoa, and they limited Tanky? What? That's crazy. What? What, you guys? Hello? They limited Tanky? Okay. Interesting. So, they opted to go with this. I mean, I haven't gone to the traps. Man, that would be absolutely... It absolutely would have... Like, they already kind of, like, really hurt Tri-Brigade here. But, like, man, if Revolt's on this list, I'm just going to be like, man, that deck is dead. But, my God. Tanky to 1 now, too? That's crazy. Oh, I feel so bad for you pure Zodiac players, man. Like, you lost Dryden just recently. Barrage is now gone. You know, Broad Bull's still banned. Now Tanky's at 1. Oh my goodness, you can't even play pure Zodiac anymore, really. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. They are really hurting Tri right now because, yeah, they were just like, yeah, we're just going to smack this deck on this list because, whew, that's a heavy hit for them for sure. All right, so let's see what else is on here. And so going off, no, so nothing left in the spells. Traps, no, nothing. It looks like they decided to leave Revolt alone. I have kind of expected this just because I did see, obviously, in our reveal for like the list for the 2021 Megatins, Tri-Brigade Revolt was reprinted as a Prismatic Secret. So it does kind of make sense that this card was probably left off the list, just so they could kind of, again, you know, you know, they want to maximize the revenue, you know, for the tins. So obviously they don't want to just immediately hit Revolt, even though they just like rarity bumped it up to a Prismatic Secret. So it looks like they're going to give players, you know, their ability to use those Prismatic Secrets for a bit, which is fine, I guess. I definitely think that it should be a card that should be addressed on a future list for sure. Probably on the next one, to be honest. But yeah, that's it for the limited section, guys. Really surprised again. Like they definitely hit some stuff. They definitely addressed Try with, you know, hitting the Tenki. Definitely limits the consistency. They definitely hit the prank hits, which they limited Meow Meow Mew. And then they definitely hit Drytrons to some degree. However, I really don't think that they hit this hard enough. The problem with Drytron is that Drytron was, you know, another abuser of Dragoon, of course. So it really, like, it's nice for any Drytron player right now because they're like, yeah, sweet, you know, I can still play the deck with one Ava. But to everyone else, you know, it's just like, man, like, you're really okay with, like, that deck having all those negates off of Herald and then, you know, Dragoon on top of it. Like, I just don't think that's fair. Like, like, to be honest with you, I am super shocked that they did absolutely nothing with the Dragoon package. Like, absolutely nothing. Crazy. So I guess Konami over here is okay with having Destroy Phoenix Enforcer and Dragoon, you know, both being an option, you know, off of Verte, I guess. Which, to be honest with you, I'm kind of excited to see, you know, which one are players going to go to, right? I still feel like a lot of players will still go to Dragoon just because of the power level of that card. But maybe to some other players, you know, they want to try something a little bit different. The cards that are, you know, associated with Destroy Phoenix Enforcer is a little bit better. You know, they're not like such hard bricks, because Celestial and Dasher can plus for you, whereas obviously Dark Magician and Red Eyes, they don't do nothing for you. They are the worst cards to draw in any of those decks. So yeah, I'm really surprised with this limited and banned section so far. So let's see if they can do the same for the semis. Whoa, sorry guys, I scrolled a little too far there. So first thing I see, okay, I see you. Wow, Nessie came back to 2. I like it. I kind of like it. I was actually a huge fan of these danger cards back when they first came out. And I always thought it was so heavy that they limited them, but they were pretty good cards, you know, a few formats ago. But yeah, it's really nice to see that they're bringing them back off the list. So the Nessie came back to 2. I felt like out of all of the ones that did get the limited, I think this is the one that was probably the most fine. So nice to see that they came back. That's a cool one. I like that one. Scroll down a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Skullcrobat Joker and whoa, E-Telly came to 2. That's crazy, guys. This one I fully expected them to definitely do something. You know, this could have easily went to 3, but of course we know how Konami works. They like to do things a little bit slower. So Skullcrobat Joker went to 2. And it looks like the E-Telly going to 2, that's wild. None of us expected that one. That's actually a really nice boost to V-Dubs right now. So any of you Virtual World players, yeah, that's a nice little bump in consistency there. Definitely helps the deck out, or any Psychic-based deck. Heck yeah, man. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So another left field kind of just like, you know, thing to happen on the list, because we were not expecting this to happen, but I believe the OCG, I think, did something similar with this, but yeah, E-Telly 2. Crazy. And yeah, it looks like that's it for the semi-limits. Yeah, I actually like that they did a little bit more with the semi-limited list. I am actually, you know, an advocate for this list. I know that a lot of, you know, people are like, oh, Titan, you're trash. The semi-limited list doesn't make any difference whatsoever. I disagree. I actually think that the OCG does a really good job using this list, kind of hurting, not so much hurting, but just kind of scaling back consistencies of certain things, and it matters. I think that does matter over time. So, because you might not see it like immediately. You could be like, oh, it doesn't matter if there's only 2. You could still possibly see it just as much as 3. And yes, but I believe that over time, the more games you play, you will start to see a major difference between playing 2 copies and then 3. So I actually think that this list somewhat makes sense. I'm not saying like for a lot of things, but just for some things, definitely the semi-limit list definitely needs to exist. Okay, and then Double Iris Magician coming back to 3, guys. Okay, so we all kind of expected this. This card did absolutely nothing, you know, for Pendulum players really, or it didn't like bump them up to the point where they were just like, oh man, this deck's on the radar now. So I kind of figured that they were going to, you know, give Pendulum players a little bit more juice. So yeah, they gave them back the double Iris Magician, and yeah, it looks like that's it for all of the Unlims, guys. They didn't really need to do a whole bunch. I'm honestly still surprised that they didn't do anything with the Red Eyes Darkness Metal. That card actually, like, nobody's really talked about it for a while, but I believe that card can come back. Like, I don't think that card needs to be a 1 anymore. With it being a hard once per turn, I don't see that card needing, you know, a limit status anymore. So I thought that would have been fine to at least maybe even come back to 2. It could have been another card they could have added to the semi-limit list, and then the next list put it to 3. So I'm not really sure why they're hesitating on that one, but it is what it is. But yeah, guys, this is it for the list. This is what we got, and this is what we're gonna have until till the 17th of June at least. Could be before, because they once again did it again. We were expecting that this was gonna be sometime in October, but they're just like, nope, we're gonna hit you with it right before. So guys, definitely let us know what you guys thought of the ban list. Would love to have a discussion with you guys in the comments. But yeah, this is it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed my little reaction video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.